the more I grow in this walk and in this journey of mine, the more I am realizing that when you really stay in your lane and do what God has called you to do, you really won't have time to worry about what somebody else is doing or they're not doing. At least you shouldn't be worried about what nobody is doing and what they're not doing, because you'll be so focused on what God is requiring you to do. And for many of you, like, you ain't got time to be worrying about what somebody else is doing and what they're not doing, because what God is requiring you to do requires a lot. It requires your attention. It requires your focus. So you don't have time to be worried about who's sleeping with who not, who didn't do this, who did do. You don't have time, because you shouldn't really care if you're really busy. You know what I'm saying? Focusing on what he's called you to do. But yeah, like, and guess what? The thing about it is, he told you to do it. So others may not agree with it, and that's okay. Like, they're not supposed to. Like, they don't have to like what you're doing. They don't have to understand it. You don't have to understand it. Because a lot of times when God requires some things from you, it's not going to make sense. It's going to be beyond your comprehension sometimes. You like, you want me to do what? Okay, all right, you said, okay, let's go with it. I don't understand it, but okay. That's how God works. You're not going to always understand everything. And guess what? There are going to be people who don't understand it either. They may even question what you are doing. And that's okay. Because guess what? You're not trying to get their approval. The only approval that you need is the Lord above. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. If you mess around and listen to people because they don't think it's right or they don't understand it, you mess around and then be disobedient and not do what God has called you to do. Everybody got a lane. Everybody's lane is not going to look the same. One person's lane might have 5 things that they're supposed to do. One person might have 1 thing that they're supposed to do. Another person might have 3 things that they're supposed to do. But God is requiring each person to do what they are capable of doing. It's not going to make sense to everybody. Stop trying to get people to see something that God has revealed to you in secret, trying to get them to see it in public, in the open. Okay? The thing about it is, if God asks you to do something, or he's requiring you to do something, guess what? When the time comes and they need to see what it is, they'll see it. But until then,